One of the best things about being a YouTuber... Lighting, William James. Lighting. Better! Is your comments. I love your comments, and my recent video, the Mao Booktuber video, has been fantastic for comments. So, let's start, shall we? So, JD Archer, fantastic channel, look him up. I find that my favourite booktubers tend to be male, although there are some female booktubers I enjoy watching too. I also find watching less booktube when I'm making more videos. I went for a period when I was watching very little, and I stuck with my favourites though. I mean, that's a lot of what I do, and that's the thing. You do lose touch when you're making content. That's a really weird thing to say, but it's true. You do lose touch. Someone put, I enjoy watching more male booktubers than female. I watch all colours, sexualities and religions. I just love watching people who love books. Free hearts, that's fantastic. The other side, I think you made a lot of great points in this video. I agree, I feel like you don't fit into a certain mould to gain attention from many within the booktube community. As a black male, I can say that there are things keeping me away from showing my face in videos and posts. Which I find really sad, by the way, because I think that, yeah, but I completely understand what you mean. Someone put, it's not for men, it's for us really, which is a reference to a tweet that a well-known female booktuber put out. There was a whole string of these very anti-male tweets that were quite shocking, and he said sexist. So, yeah, I'm not going to say that word on my channel, but there we go. It's true, yeah, that was maybe a bit harsh, but I actually kind of agree where he's coming from. Some of my favourite booktubers are male. Paul Reed, Steve Donohue's Paperback, Junkie, Brian's Bookshelves, Caffeinated Entertainment, Just One Reader, he's fantastic, Ghost Reader, Wild Reads, Reading in the Dark, Memento Mori. I completely agree, there are fantastic booktubers out there. I seek out male booktubers is actually how I found your channel. Thank you, by the way, Starfleet Brat. I seek them out because I find male booktubers tend to read differently from female ones. They tend to read more of what I'm interested in, i.e. sci-fi, horror, action, adventure. They also tend to not read the popular novels, the ones being pushed by publishers, or the ones that are in the bestseller category. I'm not sure why it is that publishers do not send books to male booktubers. They do, but because we're not as high up in the list, it gets very difficult. The lower you are in sort of the booktube food chain, the harder it is to get review copies and ALCs, to be completely honest with you. Male booktubers seem to me anyway to read more books that are older in more different genres, including manga and comics, read less YA, and as much as I hate to make books about gender, they read more books that can be blokey books and less chick lit. That's true. I don't think that's necessarily completely true, but I completely understand where you're coming from on that one, because the more visible booktubers do tend to be quite young. Vamps rock. First, let me say that recently diving into some interesting topics so heads up for that one. Thank you. Look, first let me say, Vampire rocks. Love the thumbnail. First, let me say that recently you've been diving into some interesting topics, and so hands up for that. Second, I must first applaud you on behalf of females who must apologise on behalf of the female who posted about booktube only being for women. It is so wrong, and it is all for readers regardless of gender. True. You are fantastic. Here we go. This is Jordan H. Books. Really interesting, by the way. I think this is an interesting and multifaceted discussion. On one hand, it comes down to viewership. Many booktubers and viewers agree that there is a diversity issue, but have they looked at their own subscribers? On the other hand, in the case of males on booktube, there is one of the few areas of media where women are generally more successful. And it doesn't mean that I don't think men shouldn't be able to be successful, it's just something to consider. And I agree with that. I think booktube is an amazing space, especially for young girls and young women in general, because it allows them to be amazing and read and talk about what they love. So, yeah, I think that I completely agree. It's nice to actually see that in general. But it doesn't mean that, and then she goes, the other problem is YouTube itself. There have been many accusations of YouTube's algorithm about racist, homophobia, or just plain not working. YouTube's algorithm is broken as hell, Jordan. It really is. And if that is the case, there is no reason why it wouldn't apply to BookTube too. There are many factors to the problem. Who are the viewers? Who's being promoted? So on and so forth. I enjoyed this video. I thought it was a good addition to the overall discussion of what's happening right now. And sorry for the super long comment. Never be sorry for super long comments. I love them. This one's a very good video. A very good comment, I should say. So I'm sorry if this video is getting super long. You make a lot of good points. However, I do think it starts with us as viewers. We need to be willing to seek out and promote more content we want to see. If it doesn't exist, let's make it. It's really small fish on here, but maybe being too idealistic. But the cookie cutter thing isn't making me happy, and I'm looking to make changes to my channel next year that reflect my own viewing habits need to change too. I completely agree. Completely. Of that one, I do think it lies. I think our own. I think that's an amazing comment, and thank you for commenting. By the way, yeah, you, the Red Queen of Books. I love the Red Queen of Books. I do agree with that. We do lose touch. I used to watch loads of BookTube, but I don't watch as many anymore because when I was a viewer, I saw BookTube in a great and welcoming place that looked brilliant. But when I started my first channel, I found out how difficult it really is. I come on here thinking I would make loads of friends and be connected with them. I even waited a year to build connections before I started my channel. But those connections didn't mean anything because I was blanked. I've been so tempted so many times to quit, but I do agree with what you said about not feeling like you fit into BookTube because I don't fit in either. I feel like I'm in the corner. Like a nerd at a party. You know you don't fit in. I found this really sad. I'm going to paraphrase this, but the AMSR community showed me so much love and was so welcoming before I started my own channel. That made me really question whether I do BookTube or cross over to ASMR full time. But I've decided to do both channels. But when it comes to realise that I don't do anything to suit others. That's the thing. My second channel, the welcome was amazing, and the people on there were fantastic. And it was, yeah. Ghost Reader. This guy is cool. Do sub to him. He's in the comments of that video. Us male booktubers are there, just kind of lost in the noise. I remember when I first did research before starting my channel, and I was like, where are the guys? Where are the black guys? I found so few, I hesitated and decided if there was some sort of drug resistance being done to be that, yeah. Anyway, yeah, fantastic comment. Absolutely fantastic comment. This is the thing. BookTube is a very small little part, and I found the comments on this fascinating, and the discussion is growing. We had the same discussion last year and it didn't lead to much, but I think we just need to keep talking about it. BookTube does have a diversity problem, but what can we do? I know we need to start promoting the people we want to watch and the content we want to see. Simple, right?